Skate Studios in the house. What's cracking, people? You over here just chilling with the Caucasian in his natural habitat. How we doing today, people? You know, hey, it's been cold out there, been windy. We got a little bit of snow, but not too bad. Man, dude, I'm just like coming out of the friggin', the little, I had a little depression, I ain't gonna lie, man. Friggin' Christmas and all that. I am a Christian, but Jesus wasn't born on Christmas anyways. It was made up to go with the pagan holidays. I don't like Christmas. I don't like Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm a Grinch with it. What can I say, man? But whatever, dude. I popped out of it. I'm doing all right, you know? I got to be doing somewhat all right, man. Multiple people have hit me up, man, needing, like, words of encouragement. And can you believe they're calling me? The kid that used to be chilling at the train tracks, blasting shit all night, dude. Still go to work like nothing happened, you know? But, yeah, man, just been making some moves, man. Friggin' another step closer to the driving. Got to get the breathalyzer put in. Then the next step, taking my permit test. Been doing a practice permit test on my app and stuff. So, whatever, man. But, time's been going by, man. And I've been off the subs for a little bit now. And, man, like, I'm starting to feel good, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working out. Kid's getting a little bit jacked, no? You know, like Rocky Balboa kid. You know, but, I just can't believe how far I've come and made it through all this, you know? And, I was in a recovery thing the other day, and they're talking about, if you don't have a sponsor and, you're not working the steps, then you're not doing recovery. And, and I spoke, and I said, I was asking, I asked multiple people to be my sponsor. One person ended up being my sponsor, and they pretty much abandoned me. You know what I mean? Like, every time I called, I'm about to go to eat. Well, what time do you want me to call you? Oh, I can talk, but I got to go in a second. Yeah, dude, go eat. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to bother you. Whatever, dude. And then other people, with me being on the Suboxone and stuff, people weren't counting me as clean. You know what I mean? And, I'm pretty sure I shared this with you guys before, but, that actually had me start questioning, am I really clean? If I'm not really clean, then why can't I drink? I might as well party. It ain't a relapse if I'm still using anyways, you know what I mean? But whatever, dude, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? I am clean. And I was clean because I wasn't getting high, you know what I mean? Like, straight up, bro, I wasn't doing nothing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Suboxone, oh no. And it was the smallest thing. It wouldn't even show up on a test, you know what I mean? I had to up my dose to get the Sublocade, Like, you know what I mean? I still count that as clean, you know what I mean? So, out of my first year, I'd say 11 months and like 3 weeks, I was taking Suboxone. So, whatever. But now I'm about 7 months in to my next year, and, I'm 7-8 months off the Suboxone, whatever, dude. The end of May, I was on it. January, February, March, May, yeah. So, whatever, dude. But, like, I start to, like, question, like, these people, like, telling it, like, making a big thing, you know what I mean? Because I said they had to vote on whether I was clean or not, you know what I mean? And they had a big meeting, after the recovery thing, and they're like, called it a business thing, and then they all voted whether to see if I was clean or not, you know what I mean? Like, I was about ready to flip, thank God I had somebody to have my back and gave me a little warning, because I went out to have a cigarette real quick, and I'm like, bro, when I go in, she's like, oh yeah, they're gonna have a vote on whether you're clean or not, or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, when I go in there, bro, I'm gonna flip, and she's like, oh, you better not, and like, she's not too forceful of a person, but she kind of was right there. And, like, honestly, man, I'm thankful she was, because I don't know what I would have did, because I still kind of went in there and said some stuff. You know what I mean? I don't think I was too nice, because they handed out pamphlets on, it said medicated assisted treatment. Like, dude, you went home and you printed all this stuff up to try to pass it out to everybody to go against me. You know what I mean? Like instead of calling me off to the side and saying like anything, like if you didn't want me to do it and people didn't want me to do it, then, let's have a vote. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm pretty new to this. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever, dude. I consider myself clean, and I still do. You know what I mean? And because if I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, who knows where I would have been right now? And that did kind of rock me. You know what I mean? That's why it's like very important to have people that you talk to. You know what I mean? When you're messing around like that, you know? And I just think about like all the times that I was out there, you know, like, I don't know, I can't even believe I did it, you know what I mean? I really can't believe that I came through like this, and it ain't like easy, you know what I mean? Everything ain't easy, but like I'm not like close to relapsing or nothing, but man, dude, you know, like it's, you know what I mean? You have a lot of challenges, you know what I mean? And everybody isn't gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like, you might have family members and stuff that, like, you know, close family members that you know what I mean? Like, that knew that you were using and knew that you was been struggling your whole life, you know what I mean? Especially when you know, were using like this, like the brown and white, like I was using, you know what I mean? Like, you really, like, aren't gonna use that for 25, you know, what, 12 years or something, and people aren't gonna recognize, you know what I mean? And not to mention, I was getting arrested. I got multiple DUIs, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've been arrested for other stuff too, you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to my channel, you know what I mean? I've been arrested for, like, armed robberies and just violent stuff, you know what I mean? And, nobody, like, you know, nobody in their right mind does stuff like that, unless you're in the mob, you know what I mean? You're in the mafia, then I guess that's a normal thing to do. And I don't know, in my mind, I thought I was like, I don't know what I thought, man. Like, yo, I'm gonna be the king gangster. Like, I'm gonna sell the most illegal substances, and I'm gonna friggin' be the toughest kid. And if I can't beat you up, I'll pull out a cheat code, you know what I mean? Use a piece of metal or something, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's why, like, you know, I feel like God was watching me, man, because everybody is still alive, you know what I mean, that I did anything to, you know? The only thing I guess you could argue with is, like, some people I introduced to drugs. Nobody brown, but, like, you know what I mean, which is the one they used that took them away. But, you know, I introduced them to white, and, you know, there's a lot of people that are no longer here anymore, you know what I mean? I can't say I introduced all of them to it, but there's a couple, you know, close people. Like, one of them really close, you know, and, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I just, like, look at it like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm saying clean for me, for them, for God, for everything, man, you know? Because I miss them, you know what I mean? And when that month goes by, December, you know? I know this ain't too much of a funny one, but it is what it is, you know? Just to, like, kind of, like, lighten the mood a little, I was thinking, like, bees, right? Like, you know how, like, bees, like, even when they go real close to your ear, how loud that buzz is. Right? Now imagine if you were a bee with that buzzing all the time. Like, you don't think these bees have headaches? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on with these things, man? Like, they live their whole life buzzing. Their head's got to be ringing out of their skull, man. Do they even have bones in their skull? Who knows, man? Maybe their skin is their bone, you know? I don't know, a head bone? I don't really know, dude. Sounds like nuts, man. I know, like, this ain't too much of a long one, but I figured I'd lighten the mood up a little bit, you know what I mean? And, I don't know, if anybody out there is struggling with addiction, recovery, everything, like, hey, there's gonna be people against you, you know what I mean? And even, like I was even saying, people, like, even in your close family, they might not even never say nothing that you changed, you know what I mean? Like, they might not say, like, oh, man, I'm proud of you or anything, even though it's like, you know what I mean? You figure they would, especially with how much of a mess I was. You know what I mean? Some of them do, but not all of them, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes I almost feel like stuff is, like, harder on me. You know what I mean? Like I'm being picked apart more. And when I was, like, using, I didn't hear any of the stuff I hear now. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you with me or against me, you know? Like, dude, half the time I come home from a meeting or something, now there's, like, alcohol just out on the counter or out on the table. When before, when I was, like, using, drinking wasn't even a big thing to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when I wasn't doing the hard stuff, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe on the weekends I might have went out and drank, and I did drink too much, but I wasn't drinking all the time, and I had money. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a lot of money, but I always had money. You know what I mean? Like, some money, you know? And, so it wasn't like I'm stealing alcohol or nothing. But now it's out all the time. You know what I mean? During the week, during the weekends. Like, it's almost like they're, like, taunting me. I don't know. That's almost what I feel like, man. It sounds crazy, but, you know, like, everybody ain't going to support you, you know? They don't think about what you're thinking about. You know what I mean? So, you just have to know that inside your head, you got to do what's going to make, you know what I mean, what you're working towards. You know what I mean? Just get to the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. And you just keep checking off the next thing, next thing, next thing. You know what I mean? You get through everything that you want to do in your day. You know what I mean? You start to pick your goals that you're working towards. And each little step that you get through, you know what I mean? Like, like me, obviously, I had to buy a vehicle. Then I had to get a bunch of stuff, paperwork and stuff done. Well, actually, the first thing, I had to go to the registry, get them to okay it. Then I bought a truck. You know what I mean? Now, and then I had to go back to the registry to make sure all the paperwork was good. Now the paperwork's good. Now I got to get a breathalyzer installed in the truck. Then I have to pay a $2,200 fine. And then I got to take the permit test. Once I get the permit test, then I can go for a road test and schedule one. You know what I mean? For a hardship license, because I can't legally get a full license yet. And supposedly the lawyer said, in 6 months, you can get it extended. We'll see, dude. For some reason, I don't believe them. You know what I mean? Friggin' guys at the registry, man. I don't know. Everybody knows people at the registry suck. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just hope you all have a great day. I'm just kind of doing a little check-in because I haven't been doing my videos too much lately. But, I'm back on to working out again. I've been skipping leg day like crazy because I hate doing legs. And I took legs off. I took all working out for almost a whole month. So I know, you know what I mean? When I was doing biceps and I was doing chest and triceps and everything else. Back, like, dude, like, my muscles hurt bad. You know what I mean? It took like 2-3 days before they got better before I could even work out again. So I know, and legs is like, anyone that works out knows legs is like, when you work out that first time, it's hard to even walk. And if you push it too hard, you know what I mean? Like, I remember I was in jail, dude, and the dude was like, do 4 sets of 40 squats with no weight, nothing. And I did it like it was nothing. Dude, I couldn't walk for over a week. And I was on the top bunk. Dude, every time I had to jump down, dude, it was like, oh my God, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know I ain't going to push it that hard. You know what I mean? I could probably do 4 sets of 40 because I just been doing like random squats during the day. But, you know what I mean? Not like too much. You know what I mean? I'll do a set of 40 here, 40 there. You know what I mean? Random days, I might do like 120 one day, but it's when I work out, you know what I mean? I'm going to be using weights a little bit and it's going to hurt, but whatever. I don't even know if you guys care, but I figured I'd check in, make sure you guys know I'm still kicking, I'm still clean, still sober, you know what I mean? On 1/17, I'll have 1 year and 7 months clean, man. Still going strong, son. All right? Have a great day. God bless you all. Like, subscribe, comment. If you lasted this long in this video, I hope you can hit the like button. You know what I mean? At least you could do. Support your man, because I support you all, man. God bless you all. Peace.